This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. While Rolex is a prestigious and highly regarded watch brand, there are several reasons why someone might choose other watch brands aside from Rolex. Different watch brands offer unique features, styles, and values that can appeal to various preferences and priorities. If you possess a substantial amount of money and intend to use it to purchase the Rolex watch, you may consider other options first. In today's video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will be highlighting some alternative watch brands from Rolex, and we will help you realize that these brands offer watches that are a good option aside from the usual Rolex watches. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, we encourage you to do so now to stay informed about our future videos. Omega Speedmaster Silver Snoopy Award. This is what is truly captivating about Omega. They consistently approach their brand with an important level of seriousness, particularly regarding their reputation for precision. Yet, every so often, they surprise us with a move like in this watch we will talk about first. This watch is 42 mm in diameter and possesses water resistance akin to a newspaper. It is also driven by the caliber 3861 movement and requires manual winding. However, what truly draws us in is the whimsical spectacle of witnessing Snoopy glide by in its little command module. You heard it right. Omega took one of its most esteemed assets and injected a playful animation intended for children. Driven by the chronograph secondhand, Snoopy zooms by every minute with an air of ownership, playfully disrupting the serious demeanor. This diverges from the conventional seriousness of watchmaking. It is anything but solemn. NASA presents the Snoopy Award to commend exceptional contributions to flight safety and mission success. Therefore, it is significant to Omega as a watch brand that is a big part of space travel. Omega was honored with the Snoopy Award for its contribution to the triumphant return of Apollo 13. To commemorate this achievement, they chose to create a watch that raises more queries than it provides answers. After the Apollo 10 mission, which involved circumnavigating the moon and the lunar module before the main landing, the moniker Snoopy became a lasting title. It comes with a substantial price tag of £9,800 and is not readily available. There is even a waiting list. So, why are we proposing it as a more worthwhile investment than a Rolex? Well, despite the cost, it's still more affordable than a Daytona. But let us set aside the financial aspect for a moment. When was the last time you encountered a Daytona with a cartoon character playfully soaring around its interior? Such an occurrence is non-existent. It would not be accurate to claim that Rolex does not engage in those activities, as the brand indeed participates in such endeavors. For those seeking genuine handcrafted elegance, exquisite design, and unparalleled mindfulness, the realm of top-tier watchmaking enters the picture. Those timepieces fall into a category where their exceptional quality might demand a significant investment that even a mortgage might struggle to fully cover. Kudoke K2. Let us reduce the extravagance by 50% and consider a timepiece that provides an unparalleled outlook on the world. The GMT offers a remarkable watch, and they have even crafted a version for left-handed individuals. However, if you're inclined towards something less conventional and more distinctive, then perhaps you would prefer to set aside the funds intended for the green GMT Master and allocate them to this alternative. But wait, there is the K2, a creation by the skilled hands of Stefan Kudoke. Among the array of German watches, this one manages to distinguish itself through its distinct features. Notably, the hands are exquisitely sculpted, and the dial exudes a captivating sparkle. The crowning glory of this watch is the 24-hour display positioned at the top. It serves yet another distinctive perspective on the passage of time, effectively dividing the day and night. This unique feature highlights a hand-engraved portrayal of the sun and moon, a visual spectacle that is even more captivating compared to images. To craft this marvel, Stefan patiently wielded one of those slender utensil bartenders used to break ice chips, meticulously carving it from a piece of metal. The precision required is paramount because a single mistake could render the entire effort to nothing. This level of dedication and skill enhances the satisfaction of gazing upon this artistic marvel. Breitling Premiere B25 Datora. If you have ever envisioned yourself as a grand adventurer but are confronted with the reality of practicality, then the Breitling Premiere B25 Datora is tailored to your taste. This is a watch that caters to those who aspire to a grand sense of adventure but find themselves constrained by practicality. Be ready to embrace a substantial timepiece. Measuring 42 by 15.3 mm, this watch commands attention, and that 0.3 mm is effective. Once you have reconciled the absence of an annual calendar feature and the imposing size, the Breitling Premiere B25 Datora effortlessly wins you over with its exceptional attributes. Take a moment to admire its dial. It is an immensely satisfying sight. The layers, the meticulous details, the diverse materials, and the exquisite finishes create a harmonious ensemble. Strip away the Rolex emblem, and your perception will change. This watch boasts the Breitling logo, and yet, it retains its undeniable charm. Felipe Pikulla FPSK skeleton. Moving on, we have this timepiece, which is a Felipe Pikulik. While the name may not resonate as powerfully as Rolex, that is a detail to set aside. Instead, focus on the exceptional aspects of this watch. A glance might lead you to conclude that the bevels are handsomely hand-filed and meticulously polished, and you would be right. It is easy to be forgiven for assuming this because these bevels are indeed crafted by hand. Do you know how the most prestigious watchmakers emphasize that achieving a sharp bevel in the inner corner cannot be accomplished by machines? Well, this watch precisely boasts those handcrafted features like abundant, intricate, and precise. The clever approach here is that Felipe Pikulla takes advantage of existing movements that are easily accessible and affordable for individuals like you and me. But the real enchantment unfolds during the process of transformation. This is where true mastery comes into play. It involves meticulously carving up the movement using hand tools, tools that could persist even in a power outage. These tools, wielded by skilled hands, work their magic to elevate the movement into a masterpiece. While the Rolex is undeniably a beautiful timepiece, what Pikullik achieves transcends even that. It becomes something altogether different, a pinnacle of craftsmanship and artistry. Understood, it is easy to get swept up in the details. This watch might be a $20,000 Rolex, but it is worth noting that it is crafted from precious metal. This model does not reflect the average price range you would find for a typical Rolex timepiece. Grand Seiko SPGY007. Certainly, let us swiftly revisit the noteworthy aspects of Grand Seiko that set it apart from Rolex. Founded before Rolex, it boasts superior quality finishing, surpasses Rolex in creative richness, and exudes a distinctive allure. Now, let us delve into it deeper. You are equipped with a budget of around £8,000 for a Rolex timepiece, and all the mentioned comparisons make you ponder the prospect of switching to the dark side or the blind side. Additionally, Japan enjoys the privilege of having Grand Seiko watches unveiled before their Swiss counterparts. This prompts you to contemplate which of the myriad 10 million Grand Seiko options would be the right fit. Not to mention, efficiency is a strong suit in Japan. Introducing the SPGY007, or Omiwatari, for your thoughtful consideration. This timepiece epitomizes elegance, a classification thoughtfully provided by Grand Seiko themselves. While it might appear simple and uncomplicated, do not be mistaken in thinking that simplicity equates to a lack of value. Grand Seiko thrives in this realm, as its commitment to perfection knows no bounds. This watch is under the scrutinizing gaze of meticulous attention. The name Omiwatari takes its inspiration from one of Japan's awe-inspiring natural phenomena. In this case, a lake that undergoes a mesmerizing transformation, freezing and shifting into layers of ice. The dial of this watch mirrors the splendor of that phenomenon. Indeed, Grand Seiko's additional remarkable attribute lies in its spring drive movement, particularly in the 9R31 configuration with a 3-day power reserve. While Rolex recently displayed some audacity by incorporating sapphire case backs into certain models, Grand Seiko takes the lead by offering this feature as a standard inclusion. Let us consider your thoughts on these alternatives. Are they intriguing, or do you find the appeal of a Rolex too compelling to pass up? We would love to see your comments and opinions in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.